Zack Dorn, Chicago, Illinois, trying to break a world record.
This is nuts, Dave. I cannot believe it. How about breaking it, Zack? What do you got?
116.
He did it! He did it! 116 miles an hour! It's a brand new world record!
How my family has supported me after the shot. I mean, they are definitely like the foundation to the house, you know, anything in general. Like last season with the Outlaws, had a couple rough games going, and I mean, I just started talking to my mom and dad a lot, and it's actually probably brought us as a family a lot closer, to be honest. So as far as recently goes, I've just been trying to hop in the cage at least a couple times a week and get a couple rips in, not like full bore, but just really working on mechanics, getting that step. And it probably derived from me being a baseball player growing up and working on the fundamentals of a swing. Because a good baseball swing is kind of like a really good sidearm shot, to be honest. It's all about taking that step and then working through your hips and then out your hands and making sure those hands are nice and flat right when that release point is, or hitting a ball, and then just playing a lot. That's been what I've been really trying to do, just become a better overall player. I definitely would contribute that to how fast I've been able to shoot the lacrosse ball, and just watching lacrosse in general and picking up things from other players. Like, you watch Lyle Thompson go out there and do some crazy one-handed dangles with defenders draped over him, and you're like, I'm gonna learn how to do that. Like, I've had my stick in my hand every day since I started playing lacrosse, except for maybe as a total time of about maybe like 3 months, and 1 month was because I went to Hawaii and didn't have my stick with me. I honestly, every single day, put my stick in my hand and am trying different things and working on things and practicing. And when people say that, a lot of people think, oh, they don't actually do that. But in all honesty, I definitely have put my stick in my hand every day, and that's what it takes. I love seeing where this game is going. It's just that next step in lacrosse, and it is awesome to be one of the people that is pushing that next step in lacrosse to the next level. And with all the different design and research that goes into the sticks nowadays is tremendous, and it's just gonna bring the sport from here to being this grander scale. I mean, maybe one day it's going to be NFL size or NBA or NHL size. It's that first couple steps that we're taking to this whole bigger thing. Yep. With the Hawk, the thing that I've really fallen in love with is that I can get a pocket to just sit right under my shooters, and it's higher, so when I do have to do things that isn't really your conventional, very vertical, like cradling or anything, so sidearm or lower, I have the ability to have that hold without sacrificing bad whip, I would call it, I guess. And at first it was rough. I had to definitely string, restring, practice, game, keep on using it in the shooting cage a lot, changing up the sidewalls here and there, and I finally nailed it down. And then after that, I've just fell in love with the head. It has the right amount of hold that I want, whip, passes beautifully. I've really fell in love with the head, that's for sure. I know some guys, in order to get whip, they try to tighten up their shooters a lot. And I like to leave my shooters as loose as possible. So what's creating that whip is all the skips and interlocks down the sidewalls. So instead of that shooter causing the ball to hook on the mesh, it's really the mesh that's kind of doing the work. And the Hawk, I think, has really provided me that ability to string something that has that higher pocket, but is smooth enough release that if you're a two-handed player like myself, because I don't really cradle one hand at all. It's always two hands on my stick. And it has definitely provided that ability to put a pocket in it that I can do whatever I want with it. Other than that, I mean, I have yet to even break one, which has been awesome. It has withstood a lot of box lacrosse, so that's another positive. The shot in Minnesota was I was kind of just going into it as like, all right, this is an opportunity to better myself, and I kind of took it as like business. Like, I got to keep on pushing that limit of how fast you can go. I wasn't as nervous as the shot at the All-Star game, and I'm sure other athletes in other sports and lacrosse in general, like when you get on a field and you're doing something that you love, it kind of gets faded out and everything. Like when I'm on the field, I see a net and it's kind of just tunnel vision onto what I have to do compared to everything that's going around, and it doesn't really hit you until you really step back and after it's all said and done and you see it and you're like, wow, that moment just happened, and I'll forever have that in my head, you know? You kind of just gotta like give it your all and hope and pray, you know? Like, you can only do so much and then it's all out of your power. So shooting the first ball, I nailed the crossbar and I wasn't really satisfied with what I produced. So the next one was it was almost that same feeling of at the All-Star game. The first shot, I tied the record. This shot, it wasn't what I wanted. So it was that moment again where I was like, all right, gotta give this one your all, put it in the net, and then I did it again. Okay. It was kind of similar, just not as in a grand of scale, I'd say. Because I just have personal goals that I want to reach that I have not reached yet. So when I hit those, it'll be better. The way that I look at it is not coming from like a traditional hotbed or playing NCAA lacrosse or being a professional, is it's an opportunity for kids to look at me and go, hey, I'm not one of those guys that has grown up in a traditional hotbed, or I haven't played in NCAA, but I have a shot. And if I can get one kid to do that, then more do it. And it just grows the game, and hopefully one day I'll meet a kid that's like, hey, you inspired me to push for my goals, and maybe, hey, he wins a national championship one day. And that's all I want to happen. not cool not being invited as the defending world record holder that has produced something amazing for the lacrosse community and for kids to reach out to, and they don't want that back. So as of right now, I have not been invited to the MLL fastest shot competition, and I think we need to push for that.